Let's do a Dynasty Fantasy Football Startup mock draft from pick number 10. This is going to be a very different draft than what we saw in the middle. So now we got Dynasty half PPR scoring, 10 team. It's going to be a full startup. So it's going to be rookies and veterans together. Again, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 2 flex, 7 bench spots. So it's a 17 rounder. The 2 flex and 2 wide receivers gives us some flexibility. But picking from number 10 is, yeah, go ahead.
So we both have done a couple startup leagues. I assume we both have picked from the front and picked from the back. Do you prefer one over the other? Do you prefer having the opportunity to take anyone in the NFL that you want, or being able to take basically 2 first-round guys?
I think I prefer to pick from the back. I like picking 2 first-round guys. There's a lot of teams or leagues that do that third-round reversal.
Yeah.
That helps a lot, obviously, as well. The only difference is if it's like a massive league, right? If it's 16 plus, then maybe I'd rather pick in the middle or the front.
Right.
Obviously, we are in that 32 teamer. That's a little rough at the back from experience. So, yeah, not great. But yeah, let's just see how this turns out at number 10 in a 10-team league, though. Ignore Brock Bowers at number 1. That's fine, I think.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good first 9.
Yeah. And this is interesting for us. So we got 2 in a row. We usually go pretty running back heavy, I feel like, in our drafts. But do we punt that? Do we go 2 wide receivers?
Probably. I mean, so Amon-Ra St. Brown, is one of the better receivers in the NFL, right? Does not having Ben Johnson there scare you off at all?
It doesn't scare me off, but I do think you could see some regression. The whole offense, I think, could.
Right. What's interesting about Amon-Ra St. Brown, I mean, what does regression mean? He goes from 1,500 yards and 14 touchdowns to 1,250 and 10.
Right. What I will say for people, whether it's redraft, whether it's dynasty, if you're picking on one of the ends, you need to be comfortable with reaching as well.
Yeah.
So if you're just looking at ADP and you're like, I think the guy's going to fall, or maybe this isn't the best value, you kind of have to throw that out the window. You have to think a full 2 rounds ahead. So while, yeah, maybe a Ashton Genty can go 10th overall, I will say this. If we go wide receiver, which ADP tells us to do, that means our running back 1 could potentially be Breece Hall or Bucky Irving. And I hate that.
Yeah.
But our wide receiver 2 could be T. Higgins. And I'm fine with that.
Right. So is this a situation where you could even do, like, just hypothetically take Amon-Ra St. Brown? I mean, do you take Lamar Jackson?
Drafting is the best part of fantasy football, and drafting fast is what FastDraft is all about. FastDraft is the fastest best ball app on the planet. With just 6 rounds and a 20-second time clock, you can draft in under 10 minutes. Don't have 10 minutes? Use Turbo Mode to create teams with a click of a button. We love volume players, and volume players love FastDraft because we make it exponentially easier to max enter 150 lineups, and if a tournament you love does fill, don't worry, we'll roll out another one the next day, because we focus just on the players you care about. In April and May, our Origins tournaments are rookie only because the NFL Draft is the second most popular event in American sports after the Super Bowl. FastDraft tracks player ownership in real time, so you can always see your exposure at a glance in the draft room, and there's no position restrictions. And the best part of that is you never have to draft a tight end. With only 60 players drafted, there are 2 key ways to get unique. You draft players well above or below ADP, or shake up your boosters. The boosters let you set 4 players with point multipliers up to 2x, so you can improve your chances of being unique by putting premiums on later round picks. Okay, that's what FastDraft's all about. Now start your engines.
I think I have to take a running back. Like, I just don't want to deal with my running back 1 being Breece Hall or being
Yeah.
Bucky Irving or being Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, and God forbid they get taken, and then you're stuck with, like Kyron Williams or Travion Henderson.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's too much that is just completely out of your hands if it's a league that you can't trade. If it's a dynasty startup, you most likely can trade, so this gets thrown out the window a little bit. But yeah, there's a lot of picks between your next 2 picks. So I think we have to take a running back. I think you
I'm
get
with
to
it.
choose, but is your first pick the wide receiver pick Amon-Ra over Puka?
I would say so, yeah. So I'm with Amon-Ra. Now I don't hate. Oh, maybe I do. It's interesting here, just looking at running backs. Like we've talked how much we love Ashton Genty. I don't hate going Saquon Barkley here and just
I don't hate
stacking
it.
up and just try to build the best team to win for one maybe 2 seasons.
I'm fine with it. Do we want to try doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I would do.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hate it at all. So we got 2 certified studs. There's a chance we got the wide receiver 1 and running back 1. Probably not
Yes.
wide receiver 1, but never know.
Certainly 2 top 3 guys at their position this year.
Right. So yeah, a lot happened between our first 2 picks. So again, now we can get AJ Brown as a wide receiver too.
Yeah.
Certainly
And
could do worse than that.
on top of that, I think you can do certainly worse than Jonathan Taylor as a running back too.
I agree. I completely agree with.
If he's still
Am I not
available.
seeing him? Yeah, I'm not seeing him. Who took him? Oh, he got taken.
Oh, never mind.
Well, see, that's why you got to take a running back there. I think
Yep.
they're just too much. It gets scary. But yeah, I like AJ Brown as our wide receiver too. So AJ Brown, St. Brown, Saquon Barkley. I mean, that's insane. That's pretty good.
Yep.
Now, I think we have the freedom to do whatever we want because we took that running back. But do you want to go a running back here? There's several sitting here.
What do you? I'm curious about your thoughts on Bucky Irving compared to Breece Hall.
I think Bucky Irving has proven that he's safer.
Yeah, agreed.
I think he has more guaranteed touches on the ground, and I just don't really trust the Jets whatsoever, I guess is where I'm at. I think Breece Hall is more talented. I think he's a better player. I just think he's going to get hit in the backfield a lot.
Yeah, my thought for in favor of Breece Hall, and maybe this is actually in favor for someone like Braylon Allen, is the Jets have to establish an inside run in order for Justin Fields' legs to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't necessarily know that. Like if you put a gun to my head and say who's the guy that you want to just bruise up the middle, I'm more inclined to say Braylon Allen than Breece Hall.
I mean, yeah, Braylon Allen's a moose, so hopefully he gets used more this year.
Right.
And I'd be more afraid of Braylon Allen stealing touches than Rashad White.
Agreed.
Comparing the 2 situations. So does that lean us towards Bucky?
Not necessarily that we have to go running back, but if we were, that would be like Bucky Irvin, I think, is a pick.
Well, if we don't go running back, I mean, what's the pick? We could go T. Higgins as a wide receiver 3, which is great.
Yep.
Sam Laporta, I mean, is a young, great tight end. I don't think we need to go quarterback.
No. Unless. Like, what do you think of Patrick Mahomes moving forward?
I just don't think he's very good for fantasy.
Agreed.
I think he's average. I trust that you're going to get a starting quarterback for a decade, which is nice.
Right. Not I guess not in terms of talent, but it feels like a similar situation with like Jordan Love, right? Where they're a run first offense or 2 tight end set offense that if they're running the ball, why would you ever pass it?
Yeah. Yeah, completely agree. He's not someone who needs to get his 250 yards and 2 touchdowns or anything like that. Like, he's selfless. Andy Reid completely runs the show there.
Yeah, I mean,
and they're fine winning ugly.
I mean, people said that the Chiefs were frauds and Patrick Mahomes was bad last year. They won 15-1 and went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't get it, but is what it is. So are we thinking a Breece Hall, Bucky Irving, or are we thinking a T. Higgins?
I think Bucky Irving.
I am good with that.
I like keeping fresh legs, young legs at running back.
Yeah. Yeah. Youthful pick for us, but very good, obviously. Yeah. Picking at the very end in a dynasty, it's definitely a completely different strategy than what we've
I
been
mean,
doing.
this team is already so different than our last draft.
So different. So different. Okay. Quarterbacks are still there. Again, I don't know. We could go with Christian McCaffrey.
I don't hate Chris McCaffrey here.
I really don't either. I mean, we could go, if we're going vets, we could go McCaffrey and Derrick Henry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we could go a young tight end too.
So, given, like, let's say we punt on Tyler Warren as the tight end.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And we go a Chris McCaffrey and Derrick Henry, or a Chris McCaffrey and even like a guy like a Terry McLaurin.
Mhm.
I mean, those two out of those three guys with Travis Kelce starting as your tight end is not bad by any means.
No, and there's plenty of good tight ends, right? Like Tyler Warren, okay, whatever, you don't get him. I'm comfortable with Njoku. I'm comfortable with Jake Ferguson.
Yeah.
Isaiah Likely, assuming Mark Andrews is gone. Evan Engram's in Denver now. So yeah, I think there's options. You're okay.
How old is Evan Ingram? Just
Probably,
my curiosity.
I'm gonna guess 28.
Yeah.
Okay. 30.
Oh,
Wow.
30.
Okay.
Okay, so
Interesting.
so I would say that Evan Ingram being Jimmy Graham in a Sean Payton offense is probably not likely.
I don't know. I mean, he can still move. Never know. I mean, they needed someone just to stretch the seam last year. I mean, they were throwing to Adam Troutman down the middle of the field. So, like, Evan Engram's going to get used for sure. No doubt about it. So, it seems like we're good with McCaffrey as one.
Yep.
Okay. So we could double up at running back again, going 4 running backs. Obviously, with 2 flex and 2 wide receivers, that gives us more freedom to do that. But yeah, wide receivers, there's plenty of good ones there too.
Yeah, I think if we're having fun, like we like having fun, the pick is Derrick Henry.
God, that is such a fun team. I'm down with it.
Yeah.
We're pounding the rock. This is a ground and pound dynasty football team.
And I think there's probably a little bit more, like you said, a little more flexibility receivers. I mean, there's a ton left.
Yeah, we're not going to get screwed out of receiver. I mean, just looking at it, we're going to get DK Metcalf if we want him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I know we're not huge fans of him. You see Mike Evans there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we could just go completely gross and go Mark Andrews and Mike Evans or something.
I mean, like, I don't hate DK Metcalf, Mike Evans.
No, I don't hate that either. We probably don't need to go running back, but Montgomery's not terrible. Quarterback looks relatively the same. Don't need to do much there, I don't think, right now. If you're a big Drake May believer, I mean, this is good value for him.
I'm a Drake May believer.
I don't hate making him one of the picks.
Yeah, honestly, I would probably take Drake May.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Because you're probably just given, like, looking at our team, not that amon-ra, St. Brown, Saquon Barkley, and AJ Brown are going to be bad in a couple of years, but Chris McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, you're going to have to make some moves to your skill positions, and being able to do that without having to do with quarterback is enticing.
I completely agree. So now probably wide receivers the pick, and DK Metcalf, young.
Yep.
Now the clear wide receiver 1.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Not bad. Okay. Very different quarterback strategy than most of our drafts, I feel like.
Yep.
And I don't hate that. Okay, a bunch of running backs went there. We're still looking for a tight end. Kyle Pitts is at the top. I don't think either of us want to do that.
No. I don't hate Njoku here.
Me neither. If we wanted Devontae, now would be the time to take him. Otherwise, Ricky Pearsall, Michael Pittman, both good. We could go Higgins.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about running back right now. I mean, we have 4 of them.
I agree.
I don't hate a Njoku Devontae Adams.
I don't hate it either.
Yeah.
Does it change? We've been doing a lot of Devontae, and I think rightfully so. Does it change your mind, given that we are pretty much just veterans at wide receiver?
So my only concern here with taking Devontae Adams is I'm looking at where are we putting Devontae Adams into a lineup? Like
Yeah,
I don't hate I don't hate having him as a depth piece, but he's going to produce points, and it sucks keeping points on your bench.
it does. It does. It just feels weird drafting a 10-team dynasty. Like there's such good players on your bench. We're not
Right.
used to that in some of our leagues. But yeah,
So
that's completely fair.
Given that concern, I don't hate taking a young receiver.
Yeah, I think
Someone
that's
that you
fair.
can replace Christian McCaffrey with in 2 years.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, the choices for that with them would be Higgins, Pearsall, maybe Shakir. If you're not out on Coleman, I don't really like him, but obviously he's a young, high draft pick.
Yeah, Coleman's a guy who feels like he's better for the football team than he is for the fantasy football team.
Right. Right. There's a chance he explodes, but I don't know. Okay. We both like Pearsall. Is that the pick? Or are we taking a chance on Higgins to become a wide receiver 1?
I don't think that Higgins. I don't know. Like I'm still a Tank Dell. I love Tank Dell. I get that he's had 2 horrible knee injuries, but I think as long as Tank Dell's there, the path for Jaden Higgins to be a wide receiver 1 becomes more difficult, especially with Nico Collins too.
Yeah, I think he's gonna he has a lot of Nico Collins in his game. I feel like I just don't think he is going to. I mean, he's not going to be the best outside receiver on the team. So
Right.
Yeah, because of that, let's go with Pearsall.
So now if Devontae Adams is available, I like him if we can get him here.
Oh yeah, if he's there, don't even need to really think about it. And he might be. And he might be. And he is. Hell yeah. Okay. So top of the board. Love that. So we got Devontae as our first pick.
Oh.
Do we go James Conner and try to grab Trey Benson on the way back?
I think for sure.
Yeah, works for me. That's a good veteran pick because pretty confident we can grab his the person who's going to take over for him, obviously.
Nope.
And then we can get some good wide receiver youth probably on our bench as well.
Yeah.
Okay, love that. So let's grab. Wait, was he taken? Oh, he was taken. Shit.
Oh, team 2.
Okay, that's fine. Who cares? Screw them. Okay, so looking at youth, we could just double up at tight end, grab Travis Kelce, another vet, but we could grab a Mason Taylor as a rookie, Dylan Sampson, rookie running back. If we want youth at wide receiver.
Not really much there for youth.
Not
I get
really.
other than John Jennings, only 27, but
yeah, I don't love it. I don't mind. I love Jalen Royals as a player. I just don't like that he's on the Chiefs.
Right. How many picks do we have left here?
We have around 13. So we got kicker, defense, and then we got 3 others. Probably a backup tight end, backup quarterback, and a flex.
Yeah. So I think just given the tight end, we like Kelce. I think lock up Kelce.
Unless you want to go.
I hate to keep picking him, but
unless you're comfortable with one of the quarterbacks you want behind Drake May.
No, I'm not.
Okay. I'm fine with locking up Kelce, and then obviously we'd have another pick right away. So would you rather go flex, or would you rather grab the quarterback?
Again, I think this is a situation where if you wait on one of the positions, you're going to get a guy either way. Like there's going to be a Jared Goff or a Dak Prescott available, and there's going to be a Stephon Diggs available.
Yeah. So Stephon Diggs is the pick?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I'm fine with that. Stephon Diggs. Okay. So coming back, we'll grab quarterback, we'll grab defense, and then take our kicker dead last. What a fall from grace for Jonathan Brooks.
No kidding, huh?
Okay. So quarterback here, we got Trevor Lawrence is still sitting there if we wanted to do that. Otherwise, there's a couple good veterans there. What's your thought?
Let's go Jared Goff because we took Dak last time.
Okay, we got Jared Goff.
They feel like very similar players to me.
True. Defense will go Eagles, and then we'll see what kicker is available. We'll see if the Ravens rookie is there. If he is, it's probably not super realistic. I feel like somebody would take him.
Right.
But you never know.
Like Hale is not getting drafted in your league.
No. Definitely not. Let's see. There's a lot of good kickers. So Brandon Aubrey, I would be okay with taking. I'd be good with taking Cameron Dicker. Tyler Loop's here, so we'll take him.
Yep.
Like you could do worse than Kaimi Fairbairn. Chris Boswell's a stud.
Yeah, if you stream kickers,
so good last year.
Chris Boswell is the player.
He was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, monster. Okay. We'll go Tyler Loop, and then that wraps up our final Dynasty Fantasy Football Startup mock draft here. So we got at pick number 10, we're going for it. We're going for the ship this year. We got Drake May leading the charge at quarterback. We got Saquon Barkley and Bucky Irving at running back. Amon-Ra and A.J. Brown at wide receiver. David Montgomery at tight end. We got a veteran running back duo of Christian McCaffrey and Derrick Henry at the flex there. We got Tyler Loop, Eagles, kicker defense, and then a bench of DK Metcalf, Ricky Pearsall, Devontae Adams, James Conner, Travis Kelce, Stephon Diggs, and Jared Goff. Certainly, we're trying to win right now.
I think
if injuries happen, we have so much depth, though.
Right. I think, too, if you're a little concerned about, quarterback position, you want to get something better than Drake May, Jared Goff, Dynasty gives you a little opportunity to do that. Like, there are going to be teams with good quarterbacks that are just bad teams. You can probably ship off a couple picks to get a quarterback to win the first 1 or 2 years. Fuck yeah!